If you have never logged into ChatGPT, and even if you have, you can get to ChatGPT a couple of ways. You can Google ChatGPT, but if you Google ChatGPT, you're going to get other bots. You want the ChatGPT. You can go to openai.com or you can go to chatgpt.com. The only difference is you get the company facing website if you first log in, and then if you go to chatgpt.com, you get this one. Now, you do have to log in. My recommendation is that when you select login, that you log in. It's a free account. Yes, you can pay for it, but you can decide on that. I do pay the $20 a month because I get more features, but you can do it for free. You want to log in, my recommendation again, to where it's attached to and has an integration with one of these platforms. I like to use Google. So when I log in, it is attached to Google, and this is my free account, and it'll navigate you through a few things. Now, it's been a while since I've used this free account, but you can see that I obviously have used it in the past. So you can ask it to show you some things and go through everything. Now, if you already have ChatGPT, you will maybe want to work on some of your settings. Now, I am going to show you, and I'm going to say not now, and you can go to your settings down here at the bottom. You can upgrade your plan. Now, I told you you could pay for it, which I don't know that you need to do that right away. You may want to just play in the sandbox. The other thing that you want to do is you can customize your GPT. Like you can tell it, I would like you to respond at a master's degree level. Make sure you at least write 2 paragraphs when responding. Address me as however you want to address me, and then give me your opinions on writing and suggestions for research. Like this is it. You can have it put the nickname there. What do you do? Tell it what you do. Let it grab some context. So if you're a real estate agent, you run a company, you're an educator, you're a teacher, you are a science teacher, you're a principal, throw that in there. Now you can always default it and remove it, but it does help get a scope on who you are, and it will learn who you are over time. Now, some of you are like, it's going to learn who I am over time. Don't freak out. So did Google. When you go and search on the internet, if you go to social media, it does know what you like. So if you start talking about, say, Coach purses or Louis Vuittons or that wonderful whatever pair of pants, your social media will somehow just start putting that in your social media. So you just want to give it some context. You can add some things like you're chatty, witty, you're a straight shooter, things like that. I gave it some context here. That's one thing you can do. And then what you want to do is you can save it. And I'm going to go ahead and put in here, call me this. What do you do? Educator, director, analyst, like whatever, data and assessment or things like that. Like I do continuous improvement for a school district. Tell it whatever you want to tell it and be done and save it. Now it wanted me to put it there. That's why, or I would have had to cancel. I saw that this wasn't lit up. So you hit save. So those things can get you started. The other thing is just as a revisit, this right here, if you click on it, that's home. If you select this is the sidebar. I sometimes like to call it the dashboard. It kind of closes that for you. You can do a new chat here. You can search all of your chats now. That's been around for a little bit, but it seemed to have, it was faster on your app, on your phone. And then you have other things here, GPTs. You can create a GPT. That's another video. You can watch that video in my YouTube channel if you'd like. And then you can go to the library. So a lot of things you can play around with. You can go to other chats. Let's say you don't want to have to review things and you want to go back to the same chat, you can go back to the same chat and work on the same thing and not worry about where it is. Now, there is a feature, it says new here for me, but if I were to go to my actual paid version and open up ChatGPT, go to the sidebar, you can see that I have projects. And projects is very similar to Google, where you have all these folders in your Google account. Or if you use Microsoft, you can put a lot of folders in there and then documents inside. That's kind of what this does. Like I have a workout one and I have all these things in each one of the separate chats. So if I click on workout, I can do a new chat in here. I like to meal prep to make sure I have low carbs, things like that, making sure I have enough protein, how much exercise should I do this week. So I love this one because I can go back to it and find what I've done. And I have like a fitness journey plan. This is kind of a fun thing. So if you have questions, put them in the comments and let me know. And if you really want to learn how to prompt engineer, go to my other videos on prompt engineering, and I will give you a prompt engineering guide. It's quick and it'll give you some formulas. It's not scary. It's not like calculus or algebra. It's basically do this, this, and this. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. Tell me how you're using generative AI in your business, in your career, if you're in education. I am very curious if you are using it, or maybe you just watch the video and you're like, I'm not getting on board. Tell me why. Tell me why you're like, no way am I using ChatGPT, and tell me the fun things that it's doing for you. Thank you so much for watching.